In this problem, we are asked to add the two rational expressions and simplify our answer if possible. In order to add the two rational expressions, we first must find a common denominator. Therefore, I'm going to look at my first rational expression, 4 divided by the quantity of x squared minus 5x plus 6. And I'm going to rewrite this as an equivalent rational expression where I've factored the denominator. Let's take a moment to look at the denominator, x squared minus 5x plus 6. If I factor this, I can see that I will be left with x minus 3 times x minus 2. We can verify this by using the distributive property. I have x times x, or x squared, x times a negative 2, or a negative 2x, negative 3 times x, or negative 3x, and a negative 2x, take away 3 more x's, is a negative 5x, and finally I have a negative 3 times a negative 2, which is a positive 6. Therefore, my first rational expression is equivalent to 4 divided by the quantity of x minus 3 times x minus 2, and I'm adding that to the rational expression x plus 1 all over the quantity of x minus 3. One thing might help me is to put both the numerator and denominator of the second rational expression in parentheses. I will notice if I look for my common denominator, they both have an x minus 3, and then my first rational expression also has an x minus 2. Therefore, my common denominator is a quantity of x minus 3 times x minus 2. In order to add these two rational expressions, I'm going to have to use that common denominator. I will realize that my first rational expression already has the appropriate common denominator. Therefore, I'm going to take my second rational expression, and I'm going to multiply both numerator and denominator by x minus 2. In other words, x minus 2 divided by x minus 2 is 1, and I'm really just multiplying by 1. Now I have a common denominator, and so I could add across the numerators. I have 4 plus x plus 1 times x minus 2 all over that common denominator of x minus 3 times x minus 2. Now I must simplify my answer. One way that I can do this is use the distributive property to simplify x plus 1 times x minus 2. When I do that, I have 4 plus, well, let's see, x times x, or x squared, x times a negative 2, or a negative 2x, 1 times x, or a plus x, and 1 times a negative 2, or a negative 2. That is still all over my common denominator. Now I can simplify by adding like terms. I have 4 minus 2, so I'm left with 2, and I can add negative 2x plus x, giving me a negative x. So my answer becomes x squared minus x plus 2 all over that common denominator of x minus 3 times x minus 2. Now we could need to determine if my numerator actually factors. I have x squared minus x plus 2. If it factors, I would find two factors of the leading coefficient and the last coefficient, or 1 times 2, two factors of 2 that add to a negative 1. In this case, I know that it's not factorable, so I can see that A is my correct answer.